going to move on to my Jack's evaluation of table tennis. After reviewing a game of table tennis between Jack and an opponent, I've come to the conclusion that he has both strengths, which I can look to use to my advantage in the future, and weaknesses which he should look to address immediately in order to improve his game. Strength of his performance includes winning the point whilst playing against the serve, as the athlete won a total of 10 out of the possible 14 points whilst returning a position serve. Unfortunately, this strength cannot be tactically based, as the rules in table tennis restrict each player to serving only twice, then swapping servers, meaning Jack will only play against the serve twice in one go. Another strength Jack showed in table tennis is the winning shots taken from the back of the table. By winning 10 from the back of the table, he showed that he is a good player when on the back foot, which is therefore a skill and can be tactically worked towards, and can almost invite the opposition player to attack and then look to counter, therefore playing towards his strengths. A final strength Jack exemplified in this game was playing this game with his shots that were hit towards the back of the table, which had a success rate of 82%, where I began the evaluate counter a success being a shot that either won Jack the point or caused the opponent to panic or focus on just returning the ball in any way possible, keeping him on the defensive, which meant he was on the attack and thus working towards winning the point. The flaws of playing a very attacking style is the attacking style can leave myself vulnerable to a counter attack, or where just one good play shot can put him off balance and cause him to lose control of the court / game, and unfortunately cause him to lose a point. Identifying Jack's weaknesses in performance is a vital aspect of improvement. Whilst reviewing the game, I identified 3 main flaws which Jack needs to address and train and improve upon. If he is eager to progress in table tennis, the weakness I identified, the amount of unforced errors he made, there's not so much, it's not so much a weakness, but more of a concern, a consequence of a certain weakness. This weakness, I believe, either to be bad fitness or fatigue occurring, or lack of concentration such as motivation, which can be caused by fatigue. Unfortunately, there is no way of improving a player's concentration or motivation, as it is a mental factor. For me, I think the best way to redeem a player's love for the game is to have 1 to 2 weeks off playing, where they have a rest, thus regaining the player's hunger and urge for the sport. This, with further fitness training, I believe will help his concentration. Another cause of poor concentration could be tiredness, maybe due to a late night previously, or poor diet where he hasn't carbo-loaded properly or hydrated himself correctly. Another weakness I've identified by looking at Jack's performance includes poor footwork, leading to a lot of point. He made 7 footwork errors where he tried to stretch for the ball rather than read the shot and move his feet to return the shot, thus causing him to lose the point and be on the defensive and the back foot at some times. Threats that could completely throw Jack's career path in table tennis, of course, include a number of possibilities that usually also threaten other athletes. These include young players maybe coming through the ranks and replacing him as an upcoming talent, and then long-term speaking, costing him any possible sponsorship opportunities, offering money and major publicity, such as being in the Olympics, which a number of athletes strive towards. Competitions can either competition can either cause another person to become more determined to win, or can cause them to lose interest, thus causing Jack to give up something that he could have progressed greatly and excelled in. Another threat could be injury. This is a threat which consistently presents itself, and the risk of this can only be reduced and not eliminated. It can be reduced by the performer doing a risk assessment and using correct equipment and performing a successful warm-up. But despite, if he was to abide by the rules and was so his opponent, accidents can happen. This will then link back to the possibility of a younger player taking his place, securing the position and making it difficult